do a full body split and learn the movements. Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about training split recommendations. Okay, I will break it down really easy and simple for you, which split you can follow if you're going to train 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week, okay? But generally speaking guys, you don't want to train each muscle once a week. That is bro science, and I hope you at this point in 2021, almost 22, that you know that training one muscle once a week, that is just completely rubbish. Because think about it, in a year you have 52 weeks. If you train, let's say for example chest once a week, you're training chest 52 times a year. Compared if you train the chest twice a week, you train it 104 times a year. Multiple double gains. It really depends. For example, me, I'm doing chest once a week because I'm happy with my chest genetics. I don't really need to train them twice a week, but the rest of my body I'm training 2 to 4 times a week. First, I will give you the recommendation, and then I will explain you my split and my opinion and my take on my split, okay? So, we'll start with the most simplest one. If you have time to train 1, 2 or 3 times a week, even 4 times a week, I recommend you consider doing a full body split. You're training your full body each session, but you can of course vary the exercises. You don't really need to start with chest all the time. If you start with chest one day, start with back one day to make up the balance. Because remember, you have the most amount of energy in the beginning of the workout. So the exercises you choose in the beginning of your workout should be different. You shouldn't always start with back or chest, because then they get the most amount of efficient set or work, right? So balance it really well. If you're planning to do full body workout 4 times a week, then at least have some breaks, because you cannot go too heavy for each of the sessions. But 3 times a week, 2 times a week or once a week, full body is really the most ideal situation here, because then you can train your full body 3 times a week. You get more frequent stimuli for the muscle, which is really ideal for growth, okay? When it comes to 4 times a week training, personally I recommend full body twice a week and legs twice a week, because then you can train your upper body twice a week and legs twice a week. I mean, the next one, if you decide to train 5 times a week, good for you. You're exercising multiple times a week. It's good for you, you're exercising. But here is my recommendation. You can consider doing push-pull legs, upper, lower. This is a good split. Then you can train all the body twice a week, or you can do push-pull legs, upper, lower, or just change up a bit. For example, you can do legs, push-pull, lower, upper. You can change it up to you, but equally you want to train whole body first, then take a rest, and then whole body again, okay? So you can choose the way you like. You can do, for example, upper, lower, rest, push-pull legs, or push-pull legs, rest, upper, lower. Up to you. It's not too, it doesn't make too much of a difference. If you're progressive overloading, you'll make progress anyway. Training 6 times a week. What is the best recommendation? I'm training personal 6 times a week. I'm doing push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs, but of course it's different. My split, which I'm going to talk about now, is like this. It depends if I had a break the previous days or not, but generally I start with push, and then I do pull, and then I do legs, I have a rest, and then I do push, but I don't do too much of a chest. I just do shoulder press, flies, some lateral delt, triceps on my push day, the second push day, push B. And then pull B, the second part, I divide it into 2 parts, push-pull legs A and push-pull legs B. On pull B, I do back, but slightly different. If I start with the pulling movement on pull A, I start with the rowing movement on pull B. So I have different type of stimulus, because pulling develop more of the width of the back, you get more wider. If you do rowing movement, it develop more the thickness. So you really want to focus on both, and you really want to start with different movements, you know, so you can develop more equally. And then on the leg B, I do more focus on hamstrings, so I get more equal stimuli at the end of the week. And of course, when it comes to leg training, I have weak calves. Calf is my weak point, like many other people, because I'm tall and, you know, I have a long bone, so it stretch out the calves and it's more tiny. That's why I have tiny muscles, tiny calves. So that is why I'm starting with calves before my leg day, and I'm throwing in some sets in my push and pull day, let's say 4 to 6 sets, to stimulating it more. I won't say I'm training calves 4 times a week, but at least 3 times. If I have time, 4 times. Okay, so now I'll go through all the muscle which I'm training and how much. Chest, I'm training once a week because I'm happy with my genetic when it comes to chest. Lateral and rear delt, I'm training 3 times a week along with calves. Calves, if I can do 4 times, I do 4 times. Traps once a week, biceps and triceps twice a week, back twice a week, legs twice a week. So that is my take. Okay, I hope it gave you any value, and I hope you can not train each muscle part once a week, because that is completely bullshit. You won't make that much of progress. Especially if you're a beginner, do a full body split and learn the movements. Learn how to use and utilize the muscle. And I recommend, if you really want to gain progress, you can do full body workout 3 times a week, or even upper lower 4 times a week, like I told you. Okay guys, I hope it gave any value. Please give it a like, and I'll see you guys on the next video.